Good evening, everyone, or good morning, or good afternoon, depending on where you are. This is Vaughn Tarver coming to you tonight for the Monday night Jumpstart call, corporate update call. We are so excited to have you and have a lot of information to share with you tonight, and I mean that sincerely. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I'd like to say welcome to the people that have joined us tonight for the very first time. You are in the right place. If you've ever wondered if you're in the right place at the right time, ladies and gentlemen, I can promise you, you're at the right place tonight. And to start off and host our call tonight, I want to bring on our CEO, the heart and soul of our company, Mr. Michael Green. Mike, are you there? Come on in and share it with everybody.
Vaughn Tarver, I am here. Thanks so much, man. I'll tell you what, hard workers are all around us as the corporate staff grows and, workloads get disseminated. I still feel like I'm working twice as hard as I used to, but I got to tell you, we're having a blast, and things couldn't be running better. I'm so excited with where we're headed, you guys. Vaughn, thanks for the intro, and thanks for everything you're doing out there. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to get right to it. So I want to go through the beginning part of this kind of fast, because the really exciting stuff is a live feed, and I can't even tell you what the live feed is about. So let's get through this first part. Look, e-commerce commission stream. I know Lawrence talked about this last week, and I'll apologize for him and apologize for me and everybody else, but I got to tell you, when he's talking, when he's on our webinars, and he won't be here tonight, he's flying, he's up in the air right now. He said, Mike, tell everybody thank you, thank you, thank you. Tell them to hang on to their seats because we're flying. That was his message from him to you. He just couldn't be on the call tonight. I want to clear the first thing first, and I'm going to show you guys what the income stream looks like off the e-commerce commissions. But first things first, June 1. I guess you can say we missed a date. I know I talked about it for weeks and weeks and weeks, and what I didn't realize is I kind of knew going into that call that e-commerce commissions weren't going live. I mean, we discussed it at great lengths. So I thought Lawrence had made that point. Obviously, he didn't. I went back and listened to the recording. I was like, well, we kind of just skated right past that point. But look, we don't have e-commerce commissions flowing yet. But I guess I want to defend Lawrence and myself. I got to tell you what we wanted by June 1. What I was asking for by June 1 was e-commerce commissions flowing and a filter button so we could see lowest price to highest price. And for those of you that have been around for a while, but we got so much more, it's not even funny. I mean, it's like the developers, the programmers, Lawrence, they took what we were asking for, price filtering. It's off the planet. I mean, it's a planetary movement. It just took us where we were and took us to a whole other solar system. It's amazing what they developed, which yes, put us just a little bit behind on getting the e-commerce commission stream flowing. Okay, I had my fingers crossed for this money, but I got to tell you, what I'm going to show you at the end of this call, what the developers and the programmers and Lawrence just came up with, you're not going to believe it either. But I got to tell you, e-commerce commission streams will be flowing very, very soon, and the flow of them is a little bit different than what we always talked about. Let me take you so you can actually see what this commission stream is going to look like. It starts off with you. If you're in our social network, if you're inside of the shopping venue, you're going to earn a 5% commission on the affiliate commission generated from all of your own personal purchases. Now, I'm going to break that down for you because we need, guys, as a group, we need to make sure that message is very, very clear. Someone purchases something, you purchase something for $100, okay? It's going to create an affiliate commission back to the company. And I will say, for example, that's say 10% is what that particular retailer is paying back to the company. 10% of $100 is $10. Okay, you personally are going to receive 5% of that $10, not 5% of the purchase price, 5% of the affiliate commission generated at point of sale, 5% on your own personal purchases. You go in and shop, you find something you want to buy, either you save it as a thing into a group or you just flat out buy it. It's 5% of the affiliate commission generated at point of sale. That's what you earn. But anything that you share, most of you that have been inside of the social network, you realize that you go in and you find a retail item. We call them things because there are going to be service things that you can save as well into your groups. But anytime you take a thing and you promote it inside of our social network or outside of our social network, because you'll see a little bit later, anything, any retail product, we'll call it for now, any retail product that you share, you're going to get paid 10% of that affiliate commission. Now, let's back up a half a step and look at what you do. Let's say I buy that Movado watch I've been eyeballing, right? And you invited me into the social network. You invited me. I buy the watch, okay? That's a personal purchase that I make. I buy the watch. The company makes an affiliate commission. The company's going to pay me 5% of that affiliate commission. They're going to pay you 10% of that affiliate commission. You're getting paid twice as much as I did, and I made the purchase. Is that crazy? I think it's wonderfully crazy if you go out and invite a bunch of your friends to come join our social network, and that's why it was structured this way. Even free affiliates now earn off of all of their invited friends, whether their friends join as affiliates or associates or just plain old users. You, as even a free affiliate, can earn 10% off of every single one of your invited guests. Okay, you invite them into the social network, they buy, you're getting paid 10%. Any personal purchases from your invites, you're earning 10%. Whether you're buying, whether you're sharing things, or whether you're invited friends that you've used your invite code to have them come join our social network, you're earning 10% on that sale. Okay, paid associate, you have your friends that invite their friends, right? And you're going to earn 5%. That's what's considered the Gen 2. And then their friends and their friends and their friends down through a true 9 generations. So it's 5% on your own purchases, 10% on anything you share inside of your social network, even as a free affiliate or a free IT user, and any of your friends, any of your invited friends, 10%. So that's the breakdown. I know I probably just confused you guys more, but there's the screenshot of it. That's exactly how it plays out. So here we go. E-commerce commissions. So the finalized question is, okay, so Mike, when are they going live? And all I'm going to tell you is really, 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 really soon. Okay, they're single focused on that now. We're absolutely hitting June 29th for a public launch, and they'll be flowing by then. Here it comes. Now let's change subjects. Charitable foundations. This is another thing that we announced last Monday, and I guess we kind of skated past a little bit, and then it generated just a ton of questions on how to set up and what to do and what does it help me qualify for. So we're going to cover a couple of those bullet points right here. You have any charitable foundation that you want to go out and talk to, have them enroll initially as a free affiliate. Okay, that's the only way to do it. They're just going to sign up as a free affiliate. The company is going to waive the $50 monthly on the purchase of iGrow University. They're going to waive that every single month, month after month after month after month, for any charitable foundation. They're going to waive it, but it doesn't come without a little bit of extra work. What support is going to need is an emailed copy of the charitable tax determination. There's a form, and this is pretty much on a global basis. We need validation and verification from the charitable foundation that we are actually setting up that charitable foundation. The person we're dealing with is actually that charitable foundation, but there's got to be some documentation that comes along with it, and that's what we're going to need. We discussed this at great lengths. That's the only way to assure that everything's being set up properly, and that's what will need to happen. So it's an email to support of the charitable tax determination certificate that's issued from whatever country it is, and it Steve wanted me to make sure I said this. Yes, it has to be something that we can translate back into English. Okay, we've got some tools that we can use, but it's got to be something that is verifiable by customer support. So Steve wanted me to throw that in there. Now, a charitable foundation, I just want to be very clear here. This was one of the first questions that came up before we even got done with the webinar last Monday, was is that charitable foundation, can I just go out and sign up 3 charitable foundations to get the Founder 3000? No, you can't. You guys, I hate saying no, but no, you can't. There, I said it twice. You just can't. It's not going to work that way. That wouldn't be fair to everybody else that worked as hard as they did to get into the Founder 3000 by getting people to spend or to buy, iGrow University. So no, we discussed that on the roundtable quite a bit too, and the answer was, wait, did I say no? Yes, it was. See, I hate no's. Then the last bullet point, that actual position, envision your matrix, okay? That actual position, the $50 is being waived every single month. Yeah, the company's not going to pay upline matrix commissions on that spot. But look, everything underneath that charitable foundation, if that charitable foundation goes to work and enrolls, 1, 2, 10, 100, associates, yeah, they're all going to filter into your matrix. You're going to get paid on them every single month. right? When they pay, you're going to get paid. But that spot itself, the charitable foundation spot that is not spending $50 a month because it's been waived, yeah, that spot's not going to generate 9, upline levels of commission stream. It's not. But the good news is that spot is, you can use that spot as a qualifier. Say you take a charitable foundation and they go out and they advance to manager. Well, that's going to help you get to director. That charitable foundation spot, it advances to director. That'd be one of your directors to help you, rank up to a senior director. So it is an actual spot. The only thing you're not going to see, and all commissions will flow through that spot. It's just the actual $2 inside of the matrix. Company's not collecting 50. It's not going to pay out the 2, nor will it pay on the startup bonuses or the infinity bonuses or anything else because the $50 has actually been waived. All right, time to change topics again. I don't feel like I'm moving very fast here, so I'm going to go even faster, you guys. Live IT demo webinars. Okay. The link, we'll have it up in the back office for you to buy tomorrow. I think it's been in the last couple of newsletters that we put out over the weekend. So get to that link. Again, we'll get it live in the back office. Just click the webinars link and you'll see it there. But it's at 10 a.m. Pacific time Monday through Friday and at 6 p.m. Pacific time Tuesday through Friday. We can't do Mondays because, of course, we're here at 6 o'clock. But they've been fun. They're interactive. We usually answer some questions there, but that demo is specifically for the social network. Just to show you what it is all about and how to shop and how to buy. We talk a little bit about commission flows. We don't talk at all. Really, we don't talk a lot at all about the associate position. That's a different format, and people have webinars they can go to watch all of that information. Now, here's something pretty fun. We wanted to do something a little bit special. June 29th coming up with the global launch of the social network. So we came up with a promo for you guys. We're calling it T-minus challenge. Like T-minus, 3 weeks and counting. There you go, the T-minus challenge. Will you be in the captain's chair at liftoff? And I think that's going to be pretty fun bragging rights to say that you were sitting in the captain's seat when this thing launched on June 29th. Although the contest here, the promo is going to last all the way through the end of the month. So here's how it breaks down. It started today. I know you didn't know that, but it started at midnight 01 today, Pacific Standard Time. It's going to run until midnight, June 30th, Pacific Standard Time. Okay, and the winner of this promotion will be the associate. Now pay very close attention. This is the associate that enrolls the most associates that each have 3 associates. So we're kind of jumping into the K race, level 3 thing. Yeah, that mindset. And it is anybody that's in the system right now as a free affiliate or maybe even as an IT user that upgrades for the very first time to an associate, that is considered a new associate. But look, we had to draw the line someplace. If you've got some associates during the program right now and they don't have 3 associates yet, those aren't new associates. So they have to be new associates to you who each have 3 brand new associates, and the incentive program runs all the way through to June 30th. We'll announce the winner of that on July 6th at the Jumpstart webinar. So as you can see, first place, $500, second 3, third $175, fourth $105, $50. Guys, have fun with that. Have a blast with it. We just wanted to throw a little extra juice on the fire and get ready for this launch. But there you go. The money's nice, but I got to tell you, I think there's going to be a special award on top of the $500 to the person that was sitting in the jump seat or in the captain's chair when this thing launched on June 29th. So go chase. Use it to go out and bring some new people into the program. Now, the 50K race. This is kind of weird, you guys. I'm going to tell you that we're up over 5,400 paid associates. 5,400. We're moving so fast right now we can barely keep. Well, I shouldn't say that. Yeah, of course we can keep up with it, but we're moving fast. Really fast. 5,400 associates. That's pre-audit, and yeah, we got to go through an audit and make sure that there's some people doing some weird things out there. We don't need to go into it, but we do still need to audit that number. But I'm going to tell you, at 5,400 already this month, and we missed 5,000 at the end of the last month. That tells you how fast we're moving right now. Okay, unless something really, really, really bizarre happens, we're going to give away $15,000 at the end of the month. It would have to be really, really bizarre. I can't even imagine what it would be for us not to be paying out that $15,000 this month to the associate that has the most personally enrolled associates by the end of the month. Go to the leadership board in your back office. You'll see who's sitting in first place, second place, third place. You want to chase, go chase. But I'm going to tell you, it'd take something really catastrophic for us not to hit or not to still be at 5,000 associates by the end of the month. Right now in real time, like I said, we're up over 5,400 already. So that's what's coming. Guys, I think that's about it. Vaughn, are you still there?
Mike, I am. I was on mute, man. I'm studying that 15,000, 25,000, and 110,000.
Yeah, this is just the first one. The first 15 we're giving away. Look at that at 10,000. For the most personally enrolled, we're giving away 25,000 when we hit 10,000 associates. And I got to tell you, I think that's going to happen really, really fast. I mean, as we come into launch now, to go from 5 to 10,000, that's everybody goes out and gets one. Or every other one goes out and gets two. But I got to tell you, 30, 60 days down the road, I wouldn't surprise me at all if we're not giving away another $25,000. I'd be really surprised where we're at. But Vaughn, it seems like I'm forgetting something here. What are we done? Because I'm looking at the clock and it's only 20 minutes after. Was that all we had to cover?
Well, Mike, there was something about a website you've been talking about that you kind of wanted to show everybody. And
a website?
Well, how's life going to be on it?
Yeah, guys. Thanks for reminding me, Vaughn.
Okay.
And don't go anywhere. There's actually a couple other people on the call that I got to go find. I want to bring a few others on here and let them chime in and kind of join in on how this thing is laying out and how they feel about it. So Vaughn, hang out with us too. But you guys, this is some pretty exciting stuff. I don't even know where to start. This went live today. I've known it's been coming for about a week and a half. Lawrence had another one of his, epiphanies, and this is what came from it. And the programmers, the developers, they just ran with what his concept was and what his idea was. But I got to tell you, this is earth-shattering. I mean, this is probably the biggest thing that this company has done, and you don't even know what you're looking at yet. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you were to go to Facebook or if you were to go to Twitter and you weren't logged in, okay, and you go to their login page, pretty bland. Not a whole lot of stuff you can do there. What Lawrence and the developers and the programmers came up with was a concept of letting people in and letting people see work without ever joining. This is the login page. This is where a person is going to go when they go to lifeonit.com. That's the URL, and this is live right now, you guys. This is live. You don't leave here. Go look at it later. Lifeonit.com. Okay. / your invite code is going to send your friends right here. Now, I've got a lot to talk about. I was just kidding about almost being done at 20 after. We got a lot to talk about here. We'll peel back the layers here as we go. But your invite code, you don't have it yet. So don't drive traffic to lifeonit.com / the username you have it over agronet.com, because that's not the username you're going to have. You're going to have your own special invite code. We'll talk more about that later, but listen very closely. What you're looking at right now is the sign-up form. You see it right up here in the upper right-hand corner? It says sign up. That's where your friends are going to go click on sign up. Now, if your friends forget, and I want to start off with this one, if your friends forget your invite code, which, they really shouldn't. When you look at how the invite process is going to be, they really shouldn't. It should just be they're clicking on a link inside of a text you sent them, or inside of an email you sent them, or inside of, a Viber or a WhatsApp message you just sent to them. But if they click sign up, and they don't have your invite code, they forgot it because they went to lifeonit.com without anything, it's going to ask them right here for your invite code, okay? And they're going to go, oh, that's right. Bob told me that it was supposed to be an invite code, and I don't have it, so they're going to call you back up and get the invite code. If they don't, they're going to say, I'm sorry, I don't have an invite code. Nobody sent me here. I just heard about it, or I saw it on TV, or I heard some people talking about it, and they're going to hit request an instant invite, and they're going to get invited into the social network right now in real time, right now, okay? And those are the people that are going to go into the viral install pool. Those are the people that are going to be shared with the 3,000. Well, when we get there, with the 3,000 people in the Founder 3000. And here you go. This is simple. All they have to do is fill out their first name, their last name, their email address, create a password for themselves, check the box that says I am 13 or more years of age, and they're in our social network. Okay, that's how you join. If you're here for the very first time and you need to log in, just click the login button and type in your information and it'll log in. There you go. This is our sign up form, you guys. Look over to the left. You're on social. You've got a nice little GIF file that's playing here talking about our social network, right? But you see what's below that? That's the live social news feed. This is live. This is the Discover news feed. Okay. What you're looking at here is anyone having the ability to come to lifeonit.com/your invite code or without an invite code and see what our social network is all about. They can actually click on Mel Baxter Smith and get to Mel Baxter Smith's profile page and go click on her things. This is where we're speeding up a little bit here, you guys. Look at all Mel's things. She's got bracelets, she's got boots, she's got toys, she's got dogs, she's got cars. They click on her cars. They start clicking on some of this stuff and they want to go buy a mug. They buy the mug. Guess what? Whether they came here at lifeonit.com or lifeonit.com/an invite code, they have not signed up, enrolled, joined. They haven't done anything. They just started clicking through the news feed, right? And they look at this and they say $9.99. I want to buy one. They go buy it. Mel Baxter Smith just made a commission. Are you guys following me? Because this is pretty big. Okay, let's go back to it. Here's profile, right? Let's reset. They go to the news feed. They're on the Discover news feed. Okay, they're scrolling through. They can scroll anybody. They can actually go in and search. They can go in and see if Lawrence is here. Hey, I wonder if my friend Lawrence Sowell is here. And they say, wow, he sure is. And they can see his profile page, and they can see all of his posts, and they can go to his things board, and they could buy something. If they click on friend, oh, look, you get, oops, you must be logged in to do that. You can create a free account by clicking the sign up button. A lot of these buttons, you guys, are going to have that exact same message. Someone goes into post. Click on post. They could actually go in and say, hey, what's up? And they could even add a photo, so they can actually go into this interface and they could off of their device, right? Or out of they could pull it out of Facebook. They could actually link up. I think they could actually link up with Facebook, but they can go onto their device and they can download a picture. And they're going, wow, this is pretty cool. Look at that. I just put a GIF in there, and it's going to load up. That's us on the 29th. Actually, I think that's us today. Now, when they go to post it, guess what? You get the same oops, you must be logged in to do that. But they're seeing the whole interface. They're seeing that they could post publicly. They're seeing they could post, to their friends only, to their best friends. They're seeing the whole entire interface, but they can't do a lot of things because they haven't joined yet. And every button they push that that says, hey, you gotta sign up, it's just driving them back to saying, hey, come join us. Now, what do you think about the shop button? The shop button. Should we give them access to that? I know you out there that are understanding what we're doing, you're like, Mike, you better have given them access to that, and we absolutely did. They could go in and look at the Discover news feed on the shopping venue and see what everybody is shopping in real time. Can they shop? That one better be live. Of course it is. They want to go in and shop something for Nike. They shop Nike, they go buy something. Who's getting paid? You are. You sent your friends here. Your friends, they hit that first barrier. Think about Facebook. Think about Twitter. Man, you got to join. You got to join. You got to join. Like, man, I don't want to join anything. And of course, the first thing everybody asks for is, give me your information. I want your email address so I can spam you. I want your first name. I want your last name. I want to know how old you are. Some of these social networks ask for it all. Ours doesn't. Ours lets you come in, see what's going on socially, see how many friends are here, see how many people they know are here, see what's going inside of the no social news feed. It lets them go shopping. It lets them buy. Yes, they can go in and buy anything. And if they're here on your invite code, yes, you are getting paid. This would be considered a Gen 1 sale, and you're making 10% of the affiliate commission at point of sale, and your friend hasn't joined anything yet. What do you think? I know what I think. I'm thinking, you got to be kidding me. All we wanted was a login page. And this is what we got. On June 1, all we wanted was price filtering, and look what we got. Guys, I want to bring a couple other people onto the call. I'm going to start at the top of the list. I got Will Cormany here, and hopefully I can get him in here. I'm not sure which one of these to unmute, but as you guys know that have been following us for a while, he's at the top of our leaderboard over at iGrowNet. Will Cormany, are you there?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
it sounds like you just fell out of your chair.
Well, it's like you said, make sure you have a pillow, in your lap or on the floor so that you have a soft landing when you do. But, absolutely. If I wasn't prepped to see this, a couple of days ago when a small group of us got to get a little sneak peek, it was just hard to recover from because, I don't even know where to start. You kick this thing off with something that I did not know, with the Generation 1, the affiliate thing. I won't even touch that right now because my head's still spinning on that one, But good grief. What an incredible company. And, I think, Mike, one thing I would like to touch on, because these calls are recorded and there's always new people, but the Founder 3000, I just want to touch on that one more time. But all anyone has to do is, just become an associate and sign up 3 associates. And when you think about, we talked about this the other day, but when this thing hits TV and when this thing starts going viral and you're getting an equal share of all of the orphans or the VIPs, the viral installs, people that don't have an invitation, when that's, 500 people a day, that's your first generation. That's one generation, and you cannot keep up with your second generation because, if you're inviting people individually, what do you do when there's 500 people inviting people on your first generation? You cannot keep up. So exponentially, every generation below that is just booming. So if you do end up with 10,000, 20,000 orphans, bad term, politically correct, VIP, viral installs, right? The viral install pool. But if you have 10,000 people on your first generation, how many do you think you have on your second and your third? Justin said the other day that through 3 generations on LinkedIn, he can see that there's 1.5 million people. Would you like to have 1.5 million potential e-commerce commissions through just 3? It just gets so mind-boggling what we have here. But I know there's a lot of people here that you want to bring on, so I'm just going to stop right there. And thank you, Mike, for all you do. You are incredible.
Too far, Will, because I just want to kick this around the table, and I really want you guys to touch on I think I've got Martin live now. I just wanted you guys to touch on, what the company just did as far as opening this up. It's no longer a members only. We're open up to the public. But so don't go too far. And just to touch on what you were talking about, I got to tell you a funny story coming out of customer support today. Somebody actually said, "What happens if I'm in the Founder 3000? And what happens if let's say 6 months or a year from now, I fall out of the Founder 3000, but you guys have already given me, 30,000 politically incorrect 30,000 orphans." And I just kind of chuckled. I thought, wait a minute. This person is actually asking the question that if the company had given them, because they were the Founder 3000, if they'd given them 30,000 Generation 1, Gen 1, IT users, that what happens if you fall out of the Founder 3000? I'm like, oh my goodness, okay. Number one, why would you ever want to do that? But then the question got even almost more ridiculous. They said, what happens if I downgrade to an affiliate? Are those people still going to be mine? And I'm thinking now it really has gone bizarre. Obviously, I don't think people are grasping, what that means and what generationally that means. If you had 30,000 people, because you're in the Founder 3000, I know it's a hypothetical number, but if that was how many got thrown at you on your first generation, and you're thinking you're going to downgrade to an affiliate, and you're going to lose everybody that's on your second generation, what if all those people on your first generation just had 2? Isn't that 60,000 people on your second generation that you would get paid you're in the Founder 3000, a 10% of the affiliate commission coming back to you? And then from 60,000 it'd be 120,000 on your third level, almost $250,000 on your fourth level, $500,000 on your sixth. Can you believe that when you look at the duplication factor of this, I think sometimes we're not getting through to people how big this is going to be, how many people you could have connected to you through 9 generations. It's mind-boggling, a mind-boggling number.
Mike, when I tell people, look, to be a founder, here's the brutal qualification. And I remember the conversation I had with you last August and I remember exactly where I was, and I'll never forget that moment. And you said, what people don't understand is that everyone who joins this thing without an invitation from the TV campaign or any other way, 3 months from now, a year from now, find it in Google Play, find it in iTunes, see it on some other, national or local TV, hear it word of mouth, someone's wearing a T-shirt, however someone finds their way here, they are a, quote, orphan going under one of the 3,000 founders. Now, when you told me that, I remember saying, Mike, can I put that message out? You said, sure. I said, you're kidding me. You said, no, go ahead. I recorded a broadcast out everywhere I could, and what a lot of people don't understand is that the second grandfathered benefit to being a founder is double e-commerce commissions, 9 generations. Yeah. So I always say, simply put, twice the money and, a free downline. Come on, let's call it what it is. Is there anything else out there that would excite you when you know that? And if there is, I really probably need to talk to you one more time because something flew right over your head. I mean, I say it all the time. There's nothing remotely close to this by an absolute total landslide. And I've had so many people thank me for hitting them over the head, multiple times. But, I broke out laughing when you said shop button. Should we give access, people access to that? People are going to be getting paid and not even understand why. When this thing's SEO'd and the pages are tracking, and then you have live shop, you can log in, you can go to the It Social Network link, and even before you join, you can search to see if your friend Justin's on there. I mean, it's out of this world, and you guys have just absolutely done it, and everyone on the planet's going to know about it. And one more thing, Mike. So fast forward a month or 2 or 3, and you're down at your local Starbucks or you're down at the Waffle House, wherever you are, you see someone that has, it, or they're talking about it, or you just ask a complete stranger if they've heard about it. And as more and more people say, yeah, I've heard about it, then you can actually introduce them to, iGrow. Yeah. They know nothing about it. Everyone's your target market because you can say, well, let me show you something. Let me give you a beautiful full color printout, which is in your document section in your back office, or a business card, or just show them on your screen and say, did you know there was more to this? I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah. I was having that same thought as people have become so accustomed to saying, hey, connect with me on Facebook or connect with me on Twitter, or, pretty soon it's going to, well, just shoot that to me on it or check it out on it. And it's just going to open that question. Like, initially we're thinking, well, it's going to just open that question like, well, what is it? But can you imagine, like you just said, 6 months, a year down the road, we say, man, connect with me on it. And people are just going to say, well, I'm not on it. And you're like, well, you've heard of it. Are you kidding me? Everybody's on it. The fastest growing social network out there. I got to tell you, it's just, it's just going to explode. Look, well, again, don't go anywhere because you got a lot of good things, powerful things to say. But I unmuted, I think, 4 other people that you constantly see at the top of our leaderboard, you guys. I unmuted Greg Greisner, Justin Halliday, Angela Mort, and that guy over in the UK, if he's still awake, Martin Reagan. And you guys, again, if you've been visiting that leaderboard, you know these names have floated all over the top of that leaderboard. But I asked them all to come on tonight and kind of just share, what done here. But before you guys start unmuting yourselves, I wanted to throw this out there. Understand that what the company just did is they made our social network not really a members only. They made our social network and our shopping platform actually open, wide open. It's a website. And if you will, just think of this. You go to post something up on our social network. It's just another page to a website. And I might slaughter this. So for some of you guys out there that know SEO 10 times better than I do, you go ahead and shoot me some emails or correct me however you want. But for the layman, this is my understanding of it and what this means. We're building page after page after page on this website. Every single person that saves what they shopped creates another page to our website. Now, my understanding is, from some pretty good experts, that the more pages you have on your website, the more relevant it becomes in search rankings. So where is it going to go when we have thousands, tens of thousands, millions of pages being added to our social network every single day. I mean, eventually it's going to be every single hour. I mean, people are in saving this, saving that, saving this, and our website is huge. Now, anybody, as we float to the top of the search ranking on so many different items, from shoes to underwater cameras to to underwater watches and even backyard barbecue or fire pits, right? We're climbing closer and closer to the top of the search rankings. Think about this. You've created maybe a whole group of things, right? That's a page within a website as well. How much activity do you have on? Oh, I'm not logged in, so I can't take you to my things. I have to take you to somebody else's things. Oops. I was going to try and do the single on. Oh, Rhonda, she loves purses. Oh, look at all the things she's got. So Rhonda here, she's got, let's even go down and find her purses. I had her on a live webinar the other day. She's got 34 purses on handbags. Now think about this. That's a page within our website, her group of purses. Now, as people start commenting on that page within our website, it just brings that much more relevance to shopping. Think about this. Rhonda's page floats to the top of a search ranking when someone's typing in, I'm looking for a Kohl's handbag. And Rhonda's, there you go, you got top rank. And it showed up before anything else. Rhonda's private group of all the Kohl's purses that she's gathered, because so many people are commenting on it. It's gotten so much activity that it floats to the top, and now someone's going to go buy a purse, someone that's not even in our social network, someone that's never even heard of it before, and they're going to go in and do a Google search for Kohl's I'm sorry, what do you call them? Michael Kors purses. You can tell I'm not a purse shopper, but Rhonda could get paid for this activity from a complete stranger just doing a simple Google or Bing search looking for a Michael Kors purse, bump across her page, buy what she's tagged because they see the lowest price. She gets paid from someone that she doesn't even know. What do you think about that, you guys? And again, I think I've got 5 of you unmuted now, so if you guys want to unmute and take the floor, it's all yours.
Hi, Mike. It's Greg.
Hey, Greg, how you doing? Greg Greisner.
Yes. You know, what keeps running through my mind is people in today's global economy need help with their savings, with the cost of living, with just trying to get by. A lot of families are really struggling, and we have this opportunity here where they're rushing around in their daily life, trying to get to work, trying to take care of the kids. They come into our portal, to our social platform, they put in what they're looking for, and they click, and they get results from thousands upon thousands of retailers instead of having to go to this site, and that site, and spending time they don't have to find the lowest price to save money so they have more money to feed their family. I keep thinking about that, and I keep thinking about how much there's so many people out there in the world who've been trying to make it in home business and online business, and they're always trying to have to buy something that they don't need to do it, and here they are, and they have this opportunity to help people save money. Then while they save money and build a global business right from their phone or their tablet or their laptop, there's nothing ever been like this. And of course, I'm hoping and praying for something like this for a long time. I know Will's been looking for this for a long time. I've been right with him there from many years ago, part of searching and researching, and here it is. And it's being done in a Fortune 500 caliber way, and it's just a beautiful thing. And everyone who's here now and exposed now, it's fantastic. But this opportunity to build unlimited income and wealth, helping people to save money, is there even beyond the Founder 3000 Club. Because look at all the people that really need to save money. And if you just invite your friends to save money as an associate, you're qualified for all 9 generations of e-commerce, whether you're a Founder 3000 or not. And if you invite 5 or 10 or 50 of your friends, and they only average 5 apiece down 9 generations, you've got almost 2 million free users who are in your network shopping. You can build a 7-figure income with that. It's just phenomenal.
And most of this, and I know a lot of us on the line tonight, network associates, and we have that mentality of build, grind, push. But I'm telling you, if we just sit back and let this happen naturally, think of your friends that go out and attract other friends who attract other friends just to simply come in, and as you said it, Greg, to just come in and save money. you know, they're not coming into it with the insight of making money. They're really coming in here to save money. And look at this. I mean, every single time I go in and use this interface, here was what, the Ninja Blender? I mean, my wife owns one of these. I know because I bought it for her for Mother's Day a couple years ago, but I think it might be on its last leg. But I know I was down at Walmart doing the shopping thing. You know, I think I went from Walmart, and I think I hit maybe Target because somebody said they had a cheaper price at Target. I've got 3 kids I'm dragging with me. Now, this goes back a couple years ago, so a little bit younger, so it really was dragging kids. But we're out buying Mother's Day present, right? Or I can't remember what it was. Birthday's Mother's Day. But I'm dragging them to 2 or 3 different locations to try to save a buck. Because, yeah, I got kids, and, yeah, I'm looking to save $1 too. But look at this. Kohl's department store. Kohl's blender for $119.99. You know, there's all kinds of other names I know here. Here's JCPenney's and Macy's.com selling it for $99. Even Ace Hardware for $99. But at the top of the list, VM Innovations online, 46% off, $72.99, helping the average person save money. Did you guys see that last post? I don't know if I'm going to be able to go back and find it now. It was selling for $6,200, or it was selling for $6,200, and somebody else had it listed for $6,900. Darn it, I lost it. But Greg, yeah, it's all about helping people save money on little things or on big things. It doesn't really matter. It's the savings, and who doesn't want to save money? And letting that happen from subscriber to subscriber, or even just from the average Joe now, because you don't even have to subscribe. You don't have to sign up for anything to be able to use our interface to save money. It's huge.
Yes, and time has become such an issue for people in this world we live in today. And so the beautiful thing is the time savings to en route to saving money. And so thank you so much for all you do, Mike, and my gosh, Lawrence, and all you corporate team of the programmers. It's just, we all have a blessing here, and all I can say is everyone, embrace it. If you're not sure about it yet, educate yourself, become informed so you don't miss this. So I'll turn it over to you, Mike, so someone else can talk.
Hey, thanks a lot, Greg. Hey, who else is out there that wants to chime in here a little bit?
Hey, Mike, Justin here.
Justin, how you doing, buddy? You're crawling out of your skin. I know you're.
Oh boy, I wanted to start with. I'm glad Greg brought that up because people are so focused, and absolutely we should be, that our social network is going to pay users, but we can't lose the fact that it's going to help millions upon millions actually save money. And so when I tell people, join our social network for free, I actually don't lead with it pays you. I lead with how many things have you bought online in the past 6 months? And then I like to go back in, and I know Brad and I know a couple of the other, probably most of us have been, and I know I talked to Will the other day. Will was actually, when we got the 50,000 retailers, Will actually spent a day going from store to store, online and actually in a store, to price comparison, and there is nothing that I've looked up yet that I did not find cheaper through the IT app. And so we can't lose focus that this thing is going to help millions in an economic depression globally save money.
It's absolutely true, and I actually was out buying some software this weekend, and I got to tell you, the guy at Best Buy actually pulled. I said, I think I saw that cheaper online. He actually pulled out a little shopping deal and scanned it. And he says, oh yeah, he says they got it over there for $199. I'll give you $100 off on it. And I said, well, that's a pretty cool little app you got there. I said, watch this. I showed him what we had and talked just. He didn't want to stop talking about it. He had people lined up, and he's like, hey, don't go. I want to talk some more about what you guys are doing. Now, of course, I can't get QuickBooks to pull up right now, but yeah, of course. Yeah, when I want it, live demo. And they're continuing to work on that interface. You guys just know that probably the 2 biggest things we're working on before launch is the e-commerce search, and then of course the e-commerce commission flow coming back at us. But those are the last 2 components they're going to be spending now, the next 3 weeks on to June 29th. But yeah, to be able to actually go in and save, whether you're shopping, to have that in your hands, that conversation that is going to open up anybody that you're showing that to. Saving money, I got to tell you, saving money for anybody and everybody is a big, big deal, and I think that is going to be the rush here, Justin, that people are going to be coming in to use this Again, now you don't even have to sign up for the social network, and you can flock in here and save money on anything. There was that telescope that $6,299 for that telescope. That's a nice telescope. But if you didn't know better, you'd be down the road paying $6,999 because they had it on sale.
Right.
And what, $700 savings on just one item? I'm just pulling these up at random, you guys. It's amazing. I think.
We fast forward. You fast forward 6 months from now, folks. I mean, this couldn't be launching at a better time because 6 months from now is the biggest shopping season of the year, and where they say 75% of the trillions of dollars that are spent in online shopping happens from Black Friday through January 15th. And so this thing's going to have 4 months of Fox News and Bloomberg exposure. You better believe that come Christmas time, just about every smartphone in the world is going to have the IT app on it. So are they going to hear about it from you? Are they going to hear about it from somebody else? Or are they going to hear about it from Fox News? But fast forward 6 months from now, this thing is going to absolutely, it's going to erupt, explode. And now we can all see and sit back and we can start to understand what Yahoo Finance was talking about a year ago, that this is the social media disruption.
It really is, and we were all sitting here watching it, and then some of us have sat around here longer than others, watching this evolve. And I got to tell you, for those that have been here for maybe a month, remember, Justin, when we used to click into chat and we would tag the Movado watch, and all it would say was Movado watch? Remember that?
Of course, man.
And now we're going into live chat, and someone's tagging the Movado watch, and it's the Movado watch with a quick link to come back and buy the darn thing. You're seeing it, graphics. I mean, it's beautiful and it shows well, and just that little bit of a change. Every single thing. I think it was Will that said earlier that we're really putting this together, a Fortune 500 company style. I mean, this is state of the art, beautiful, sexy. It is. I say sexy. We got red sheets up. That's kind of weird. Sorry, you guys. But it really is being put together really, really well and functioning. And yeah, every time we roll something else out new, yes, don't open a support ticket. I can see that inside of the Discover right now, or inside of the shopping news feed, that I'm getting. Oops, there's my history of what I was buying. Not that you can't see that. But I think it's showing the profile picture in Discover. Yeah, it's showing my profile picture instead of the person that built it. Our lead programmer said, man, I got this whole thing launched, and I made one little tiny code mistake, and it bumped 6 other things. He says, I can tiny code, and the rest of this falls right back in line. So just know that you guys are looking at this. This is beta test. This is pre-launch. This is, wait a minute, let me back up. I just called this pre-launch. Do you guys realize what just happened is we opened this social network up to the world today? Anybody and everybody can come join the social network today. Look, can I show you guys how that's going to look? You're going to you're in your back office now, and you're going to go to invite friends, okay? And when you click invite friends, it's not live yet. We've still got just a touch more testing to do right there. In fact, that's what I'm supposed to be doing tonight when I get off the call. But you're going to click on invite friends, and it's going to pop up your menu. How do you want to invite them? You want to send them a text? You want to send them an email? You want to send them a message on Viber or WhatsApp or any other social network that is on your phone that you're connected to? You want to send them an invite over at Facebook? You want to send them an invite over at Twitter? Whatever you've got on your device is that menu that's going to pull up. It's connected to your phone. So however you share other things, or if you just want to copy the link, it'll have the functionality to go ahead and hit copy link. Take your link, your invite code, and it's going to be a randomly generated number, okay, and that's your invite code. You can go out, as soon as that goes live, okay, you're going to be able to go out and invite the world to come join our social network. And then that shouldn't be any more than maybe tomorrow or the next day where that will go live. We just want to make sure that everybody goes where they're supposed to. We have to create a couple of test accounts. We were running up against the clock again, but we have to create a couple of test accounts and make sure that the orphans go where they're supposed to go. I'm sorry, the VIPs go where they're supposed to go, and the people that are using the right invite code are going where they're supposed to go. So we're going to test that out tonight, tomorrow, and you'll probably see that go live. But what that means, you guys, is it's game on. When you're talking about it, or you're sharing it, or you're talking about the social network, drive them to your lifeonit.com/ that invite code. You're talking to them, they've got a phone, you've got a phone. Here's the best part. Text them your invite. You'll have it inside your phone, have it saved inside of a text you're sending out to all your friends. And just say, hey, here's that social network I was talking about, right? It's got your invite code right there. Just ship it to them. I'm going to text you how to join, and then it's attached to their phone. They click that link. You know they're in the right spot. They go in. They log in, right? Or they sign up. They click that sign up button. It's a done deal. They're connected to you. So we're talking, maybe late tonight, maybe tomorrow, maybe not until the day after that. But we got to make sure it's going to the right places. But we are live. No, we haven't launched the world yet, but we really have put every single one of you in a position to be able to invite people into the social network. Like, I'd say by tomorrow, the next day, at the very, very latest. That's got to be exciting. Hopefully somebody else is excited about that out there.
Yeah, that's huge, man. And Mike, the last thing I want to touch on, and then I'll give up my spot so somebody else can speak. I want to make sure everybody understands that in today's day and age that we live in, people are very aware of giving up information. And you touched on this earlier. People are very aware and concerned with giving up too much information. Even just today, people want to know, what are you going to send me? And so to allow people to come to our social network, our corporate site for the IT social network, and actually be able to see what's happening, see a live news feed, see people's profiles, see the shop, and to really be able to play around with some of these features before they ever give that information. I'm sorry, but in my opinion, that is absolutely, it's huge, because they're going to get to take that test drive, which is only going to want them to sign up faster and tell all their friends. And so that we have to make sure that people understand just how huge that is. And again, that's our leader. That's Lawrence and Ben and the other developers just always being 5 or 6 steps ahead of what we're actually thinking about in the field. And so with that said, I appreciate you having me on today, Mike, and I'm looking forward to hearing what everybody else says.
You got it, Justin. Yeah, hang it. Yeah, mute out and hang out if you want. But I'm kind of punching all the buttons here for the first time, you guys, and I'm finding out that I guess someone that's not logged in can actually heat up a post. You got to love that, and they can actually go in and see who else has heated it up. Because I did log out. Hey, I wanted to read this real quick, and then if somebody else wants to chime in, that'd be great. But this is a message directly from Lawrence. I know it says from the company, but he does all these. Anytime you see an update from the company, it's almost always Lawrence. But he says, boom, oh yes, we have officially launched lifeonit.com. While you may find a few bugs, ignore them, as we will be spending the remainder of the month fixing things and polishing the product for the official launch of version 1.0 of it on June 29th. We are stoked to see all the progress and everyone here. Remember, we are just a baby that has just been born. The rest of that, that's Lawrence. The rest of this year will be about, think of that, you guys, the rest of this year, it's June. The rest of this year will be about learning how to talk and walk, so to speak. Remember, this is just the beginning. A big thanks to everyone for believing in the vision, in this vision, and to the future we go. And into the future we go. Okay, that was from Lawrence, you guys. Heat that sucker up. Anybody else on the line? I hear somebody. Hey, Martin.
Hi, how you doing?
Doing extremely well. How you doing, buddy?
I'm just looking for my socks again.
Martin had his socks blown off once again.
If you go to my things page, you'll see the socks I lost.
I was headed there right now. There's Martin from the UK. Let me go click on your things. And I love your post on the panda bear. That was kind of funny. Oh, you didn't. Are those your feet?
They look like my feet, but I found some similar online.
Because I know that's how you sit around most of the day, but with your feet up on the desk.
Yeah, I wanted to touch on sitting around most of the day. A lot of people think that this kind of stuff is, technical, difficult. There's a hell of a lot of people like myself that live in very rural areas, and it's such an opportunity for no matter where you are on the planet, because it's available to everyone. Anyone can actually view great advantage any of the features. For example, as I said, I live very rurally. If you actually look me up on the map and saw the town that I lived in, it would probably resemble most of the guys in the state's backyards. It's such a small place, and to actually go shopping anywhere is a daily experience. You know, a whole day out. You know, you have to go somewhere. So a lot of people all over the planet live in places like I do, and this is going to be such a bonus for them because they don't have to spend the whole day going looking for a pair of socks because they can actually do it online. It doesn't matter whether it's a pair of socks, a barbecue, a telescope. It gives them the option to actually visit all the major retailers from their house without having to plan a whole day of going somewhere, driving, getting a train or a bus, and they have access again to the best prices that they could possibly imagine. You know, from all the prices that you showed earlier there, it's just going to save them a fortune on traveling and a fortune on the actual purchase price. So it's going to benefit so many people in rural areas. It's going to be astounding. So it's not just for people that live in big cities. It's probably going to benefit people that don't live in cities even more, because of the travelling costs that they would have to actually go to these places to try and check all the different prices. And in the same breath as well, everyone who lives in a rural area generally has more contact with the people around them. So the ability to share this fantastic, well, it's undescribable at the moment. It's just a beautiful thing. They can share it with everybody that they know, and it's going to be an instant that's going to benefit them situation. So it is absolutely incredible. And again, you mentioned the online SEO. I have dabbled a bit in SEO, and with the fact that if somebody in a different country actually types in something that I've created a board for, they could be purchasing from a board that I created in a different country because it's come to the top of the search engine, and they wouldn't even know why they're purchasing off there, apart from the fact that it's the best possible price that they could have. So I just think it's just totally incredible that all of this has developed into something that is just mind-blowing, especially for little old me in little old Cornwall in little old UK.
It really, I mean, there are a lot of people that live. I know at one point in life, we lived in South Lake Tahoe, and you didn't buy anything in South Lake Tahoe. I mean, beautiful. They had casinos, and it was a fun place to hang out. But if you were going to go shopping, you had to get down into Reno, or you had to go down the other side of the mountain into Sacramento, which was even tougher. But you're talking, in the middle of winter, you're going to go do that now. Why drive all the way down there to find out it's not on sale anymore? You're sitting at the comfort of your home, got your feet up on the desk, and you're just plugging through, looking at a social interface, and you find out that they're selling an air system filtration panel, 120 psi, 2AC B double B30 CO1XEN5, and you just happen to be shopping for one of those, and instead of ordering it from Grainger, which is, aren't they global? Grainger, $3,022. You got Zorro and Buy.com selling it for $1,554.10. I'm not making this stuff up, you guys. I'm just clicking through here on different items that are just piquing my interest and finding, a lot of these just have huge sales, and time savings.
People in rural areas tend to buy those kind of purchases online because, going shopping for a big purchase like that is a major expedition. So, it's just going to be incredible the amount of savings that people make.
Absolutely. Anybody else on the line that didn't get a chance to jump in here?
Fine. Give me 1 second first. I really thought this was important because I know this is recorded, and these recordings are very valuable, as most people, there's people in different parts of the world that they're asleep now and they listen to this. So I really thought Martin made me think of something, and then it was confirmed in an email that I just received, and I won't say this gentleman's name I'm sure he wouldn't care, but I don't have confirmation. But he said, I'm listening to what you were saying, so I'm not going to worry anymore about getting signups. This is something I've been trying to tell people for quite a while. You know, so many people worried about becoming a founder and when is the founder club closing and all that kind of stuff. You know, you only get more and more and more validation as things go on, and people are about to start seeing the actual proof of the e-commerce commissions flowing. Those kind of things turn all of your tour takers and your affiliates and your tire kickers into paid members. So I love that he sent me this because, you know, guys, today it might need a little polishing, whatever, but please understand what Mike was saying earlier. We have an IT social link that's about to be in our hands, and people can go there now. Up until now, we've only had an iGrow link. So when you can invite any and everyone, I have a brick and mortar business. I have hundreds, probably thousands of customers. I will invite all of them to join the IT Social Network. Do you really think I'm going to tell them about iGrow? No, because I am not going to explain, you know, a marketing arm or anything about an online business to people that don't know anything about it, because it would take forever. When I can just go online and find people that are already dialed in that industry, you know, that would make sense. But I am absolutely going to send everyone my IT invite code, and they're going to join, and they're going to have no idea that there's any kind of a business opportunity or whatever, because the company's not dumb enough to market to, you know, hundreds of millions of free, happy IT social network users who can save money and shop and earn and all that good stuff. So you've got to understand that when you get your hands on what Mike showed a minute ago, and you can click invite your friends, do a test. You know, put in one of your other email addresses or a spouse or whatever, and see how that arrives. And when you get invitations, and when you can send, how many invitations can you send a day through social media? Hundreds, thousands. I mean, how many email addresses can you find a day? I found a business card on the sidewalk today for some guy doing, you know, pressure washing. I can put in that email, send him an invitation, and if he joins the social network and makes a purchase or generates a sale, I get paid, and if he invites others, I get paid through 9 generations. Think about, instead of worrying about becoming a founder and getting your 3, understand the reality is that you're going to probably have 20 or 30 or 40, because there's no limit to how many invitations you can kick out now that the you know, links are about to be live. And that's why I keep telling people, don't worry, don't worry. And they're like, Will, I'm worried, don't worry. Why shouldn't I worry? Because you don't even have, you know, the tools yet that you're about to have. Seeing that, I hope that makes a lot of sense, Mike, but I thought it was important to address.
It absolutely is, and you know, I've been around this industry for 20 years, and I just got to tell you, you know, I'm at heart, yeah, I'd love to explain to people how to, you know, how to structure themselves and build their own home-based business and put their own energy and time into it and build a true residual income. But, and I love to explain that side of what we're doing, but you just hit it, Will. It is, I know I think I've been trying to tell myself or sell myself that it's going to be so much easier than that once we go live with the social network. And now that I'm seeing it, I couldn't be more proud. You know, I got to tell you, back in the old, you know, juice days when I was selling bottles of juice, we used to go to a restaurant and set a bottle of juice on the table, and you know, the waitress, you know, you guys can't, you know, we don't have an open policy here. You can't open that here. They're like, oh no, that's a health supplement. It's a you know. Then we go into a little sales pitch on the waitress. You know, how goofy were we? But now it's like showing people how to save money in a social environment. It's sexy. It's hot. It's easy. It's easy to share. Why go to the extent of trying to explain some big old convoluted, you know, 9 generations of getting paid and just not let everybody and their brother join the social network for free? Keep the social network pure. Keep it easy to understand, and from there it'll get its own legs. It'll go wherever it's going to go all by itself. So I couldn't be more excited.
Do you know the last time I've clicked on my newsfeed button on Facebook? I would have to say it's probably been years, because the only thing I check in Facebook is my team group and the comments there. I have not looked at the newsfeed. I mean, if I'd click it, it's by accident. I never look at the Facebook newsfeed. Now, when you have GIF files, look at that turtle that Derek posted. Look at, you know, all those moving photos. I am all of a sudden, for the first time ever, someone who doesn't do it, constantly scrolling through the news feed to see all these. Also, I didn't even know about GIF files. I had no idea that there was moving pictures, available. But now it's just something that I constantly search for and I constantly share or grow. And it's just a brand new experience. But I think that I'll add one more comment here before I get off the phone. For all the new people out there, for anyone who is looking at this for the first time or hearing the recording, there's two big messages that are about to go absolutely viral. And the first one is there's over 1 billion photos shared daily on social media, and the Associate Advisory Board members were doing a Blitz webinar, really detailing this for many months. But if you were never a part of this at that time, just understand there's 1 billion photos shared daily on social media. I think it's 20 million alone daily at Pinterest. Who knows how many at Instagram. So when the message starts circulating that you can get paid for doing what you already do for free because you can tag a relevant product to a picture, that's just the fun part. I get a lot of people who misunderstand that, and they say, Will, we're never going to make a bunch of money tagging pictures to products. No, that's just the fun part. 99% of every generated commission is going to come from people just clicking on search, shop, and buying what they already want to buy anyway. The picture part's just a blast. And honestly, I think that could be a much bigger revenue stream than they think. But the other message is this. If you are going to buy something online anyway, and we know it's a $1.5 trillion industry, projected to be $2.5 trillion by 2017. If you're going to buy something online anyway, why in the world wouldn't you buy it here for a better or less price and make a commission on your own purchase, even as a free member?
That is it right there, because we're talking about building a culture, Will, and it is. I mean, why would you just said it? Why wouldn't you? Why would you go anyplace else? Why would you take your business anywhere else? Why not support the culture and say we buy everything through it? Why? Because it gives back. It's helping families. It's helping families save. It's helping people, build a nice little income stream if they want, a really big income stream if that's what they want. Take it to any degree that you want. But yeah, it absolutely will be its own culture, and we're going to build that. And I think everybody on this call tonight that sees it will be the ones that go on that campaign with us and turn it into a culture. Guys, it's almost 7:15. Anybody else want to jump in there real quick, and then we got to wrap this thing up?
Mike, this is Ron. I got a handful of questions if you want to. We're so far past the top of the hour, maybe we should just keep going until we hit it again. And
give me a couple of them, and then give me a couple, and then let's bail out of here.
Okay, all right. And tagging on to what Justin was saying there too about, we had that gentleman say, I don't have to worry about signups anymore. We got Anthony saying, I've been emailing these people for 3 months. They finally got to sit down and look at the first look video, and they contacted him back, and they're joining with him. So I thought that was great. I just want to share that. You put that in here. So Anthony, thanks for sharing that. Okay, Mike. So we've got one here. It says, I thought the age requirement was 18. Did I just hear 13? How are we
to join this? Yeah, this is, you guys just need to understand, to join, we're staying out of it. I talked to Lawrence about it today, and if you look at any other social network out there, I think LinkedIn is the only one that jumps up to 14 from 13. I think Lawrence told me there was a couple others that actually went 18. It didn't make any sense, but from Pinterest to Facebook themselves to Instagram and the rest, age is 13 to join the social network. Now, there's a couple of other things to work out there, but to join the social network, all you have to be is 13 years old. And you have to check that box that says, yes, you are 13 years old. Now, to join iGrow Network, that's a business model, and yes, you do need to be 18, and that's depicted on that website as well. So you're joining two different things here. This what we just showed you tonight, you're joining a social network, and the age limit or the age requirement is 13.
Excellent. We've got another one. We've danced around this a little bit on the call tonight, but it keeps coming up and up and up, and Steve and I have done our best to answer it. The question is, now that Life on It is live, when do they actually get that invite code? Do we have that answer yet?
You will have, as soon as you go in your back office, I know you guys are going to be in there probably every 5 minutes pushing that invite code. As soon as you push that invite code and it does something, it's live. And you'll have you'll be able to see it. As soon as you hit that invite, it's going to pop up an additional screen, and it'll give you the ways to share. And one of the ways to share is to copy the link. And when you copy that link, you'll see what your link is, and you'll have it. Yeah. So as soon as that invite button goes live, that's when we're live, and you're able to go out .com to invite all your friends, connect them to you. Until then, I would not go out and run around and say, hey, go to lifeonit.com, because they're going to join without an invite from you, and then they're going to go into the co-op, and they're going to go into that VIP pool.
Okay, this is a two-part one.
Sure.
When will we be able to start purchasing?
That's all final stage. Look, you guys, today's what? The 8th, right? We got the 29th. That's 21 days. We got 3 weeks. If you just look at what these guys, if you've been around for the last 3 weeks, or maybe even longer, for some of you I know it's been a lot longer, but if you look at what they've accomplished just in the last 3 weeks, not just a filtering button, but the shopping interface that you see now, and not just a login page like everybody else has, but what they built with the ability to let anybody and everybody come in and see our social network and our shopping venue. That's huge what they've done just in the last 3 weeks. We got 3 more weeks, and all you need to do is fine tune the e-commerce commission stream. It all opens up together. Okay, you're going to be able to buy. There's a couple of buttons to push, a couple of phone calls to make to get all the websites then linked back up. It's something about cache. Right now your computer, your smartphone is caching what was shopped, a week ago or 3 days ago. But all of that it's simple things now. It really is. It's been explained to me over and over and over again that these things that we think now are, oh my gosh, we've got to get this last piece done, and how long is that going to take? Guys, it's easy, and this is the final stage now. They've got 3 weeks. They got to the 29th, and you'll see your ability to purchase between now and the 29th. You'll see the commissions flow between now and the 29th. I don't even think it's going to be the 29th before commissions start flowing. So just sit tight. Don't have any dates for you. I'm just going to tell you that June 29th, the question, Ron, will be, I guess the answer to the question is by June 29th, but look for it before then.
Excellent. Second part to that, Mike, is as an affiliate member, if I shop through my own link or my own login, will I get paid back a percentage of what I buy?
That is what your own personal purchases. That's what we talked about at the beginning of the webinar, you guys. Your own personal purchase. Whether you're an IT subscriber or an affiliate or an associate, you're going to earn 5% on what you purchased. 5% of the affiliate commission generated on what you purchased. That's your commission.
Excellent. And there's one that keeps repeating here as well, and I'll make this the last question. It says, what if someone shops without an invite code? What is the plan for or who gets the e-commerce commissions on those?
We're giving all that money to Von Tarver. I think he just fell out of his chair. What? No, I'm kidding you guys. That's going to stream right back with that user that goes into the VIP pool and gets assigned out. So it's actually going to be a commission that's going to follow the person that made the purchase until that person ends up in someone's account, and you'll earn a commission if that person ends up in your lab.
Mike, can I say it again? The answer again, because I know I'm going to get this, is
sure.
There is no such thing of that person in that question, because there is no free. They're all assigned to a sponsor. They're all put under a founder, and anything they buy will follow that. Even if there's a delay, it will be put under a founder. And
exactly.
Anyway, thanks.
Exactly, because that is the first thing that came up to you guys. I got to tell you, we've bounced this concept in the development off of a lot of people, and everybody got that right away. They're like, whoa, wait a minute. If you're going to let somebody go in and buy before they're attached to somebody, is the company just trying to steal the money? That's how abrasive some of the questions get when you're bouncing this off of people. It's like, no. That person is going to follow into the Founder 3000 co-op pool, be assigned out, and anything that they bought. Maybe they bought that $36,000 watch. Man, Merry Christmas, because that's going to generate a 10. I'm sorry, wait a minute. You're in the Founder 3000, right? And that's a Gen 1. You'd earn 20% of the affiliate commission on that sale. 20% of the affiliate commission generated is coming back to you because you're in the Founder 3000. If you're getting somebody assigned to you, that's a Gen 1 sale to you. One of your personal invites, even though it was just assigned to you, it's still a personal invite, and you're earning 20% on Gen 1. 20% of the affiliate commission generated. Boy, howdy. What else, Ron, or should we need to get out of here?
Well,
Ron Tarver, are you still out there?
Last one here, Mike, is from Cindy.
Oh,
Not really a
okay, go
question
ahead.
as much as I think we set her back in her chair. She says, "Oh my, oh my, oh my, this is so freaking unbelievable. I don't think we can wrap our brains around the abundance factor here. Wow, sexy and hot. I like it."
It sure is. It sure is. I don't think I could have said it any better. But guys, this is big stuff. This is really, really. We thought it was important to get this information to you all in one setting. We'll come back next week. Next Monday, we'll be here again. I do believe Lawrence will be here with us next Monday. We'll let him go through this material again one more time. Let you hear the excitement of what he's got. And all I can tell you is keep checking back in to Life on It on a daily basis. Log yourself out. If you've been on a.lifeonit.com, log yourself out, log back in at lifeonit.com, and you'll see it working. As soon as you see that invite code light up, guys, game on. Go get everybody to sign up with your invite code. It's as simple as that. And yes, they can shop. And here it comes. All right, you guys, I appreciate you being here. Appreciate all the hard work you guys are doing out there. Go forth and multiply. And we'll talk to you guys all very, very soon.